How's it going? So it's been a hot minute since I've made a reset video. I don't even know if these videos are still a thing. I personally like them and I could use a little resetting in my own life. It's definitely been a hot girl summer. It's been a chaotic girl summer so far. And you know, I could use a day to just kind of reset, clean up my apartment, maybe clean out my closet, clean myself, do a little hair mask or something like that. I even booked a doctor's appointment to get my annual physical, which is a thing that I have not done in many a year. And I think I'm going to work out in a second here. I'm gonna take my seed probiotics, which I'll explain more in a bit. I need to kind of get my life together a little bit, especially as we dive deeper into summer. I feel like I'm on like the threshold of entering that new chapter, somewhat post-COVID, especially in New York. Things are very open here. So on that note, let's get to working out and then we'll start cleaning the apartment. Just swept everything, so I got all the crumbs off. Next step is the old Swiffer. It's a little bit of deeper cleaning, you know? Side note, I have this fun butcher block counter situation, which online, because it's like wood material, is to use a little dish soap and scrub really well. So that's what's worked for me so far. Sure, this is the YouTube content of your dreams, cleaning toilets and cleaning floors. But hey, if this inspires you to go do it at home, do it, you won't regret it. Time for the next bathroom. Is this the most glamorous vlog I've ever posted? Perhaps. All right, like I said earlier, we're gonna talk about seed. If you're unfamiliar, seed is a probiotic, like so. People take probiotics like this to deal with their gut health, and seed has some of like the most effective and cutting edge technology, and that's why this is so popular. It improves your gastrointestinal health or gut health by improving your gut barrier integrity. They've developed a clinically and scientifically studied daily symbiotic designed to survive your digestive system and provide whole body benefits to your gut, obviously, but as well as like your skin, the whole works. What I love about them in particular, and I think is really cool though, is that they go beyond just creating like this daily symbiotic, is that they also care about the earth, and a lot of the studies they're doing and the research they're doing, they're using for good. They're studying applications of bacteria to reverse climate change, which is crazy. And of course, about the packaging is next level. They have a very sustainable packaging system. It's, you know, reusable, recyclable, certain pieces are compostable. So when you purchase it, you get this whole little welcome kit. So you get like the shipping box and the tray, you get your glass jars, you get a travel vial as well. You can keep these glass jars for your monthly refills. The bio-based tray is made of renewable ingredients. It's recyclable, home compostable, and breaks down in 90 days. And refills are sent in these compostable bio-based pouches. So like I said earlier, they're doing great things for the environment. Seed created Seed Labs to develop novel applications of bacteria to enhance biodiversity and recover some of those ecosystems that have been impacted by our human activity. They've created this like open source field guide to carbon offsets, and basically take all the research that they've been doing and kind of compiled it to help, you know, individuals or companies learn how to be better at offsetting carbon. They wrote it for any curious human to read and designed it for any growing company to use in action in their own path towards carbon negativity. So overall, it's more than just a daily symbiotic. They also do a lot of incredible things for the greater environment and have a lot of incredible resources. So if you want to check them out for their, you know, symbiotic or just to learn more, it'll all be linked down below. So on that note, let's get to cleaning. Off camera, I just cleaned my room. I just put a bunch of stuff away, cleaned the floors, cleaned the surfaces. And now, one of my favorite things is washing my sheets. Well, not actually washing my sheets, but having freshly washed sheets is one of my favorite things. So let's do some laundry. There are few worse household tasks than putting a duvet cover back on the duvet, but you know, the time has come. All right, a little reset for my hair. I've been obsessed with doing a hair mask recently. I really like this Amica one. This Playa one's great as well. Playa's great because it's like all natural. So I think I'm gonna try that out. My hair could use a little love. Just got changed and ready for the day and about to go be an adult. I have one annual physical a year included within like my insurance, and I don't think I've gotten like your, you know, annual doctor's checkup in multiple years. So I'm gonna be an adult today. I'm gonna go get my like checkup just to make sure everything is in line and that I'm healthy and okay. Let's go to the doctor's office. Successful annual physical. I don't even really think I need to go, to be honest. She's like, oh, you're young and healthy, you're fine. It was like, literally took like 10 minutes. Rather be safe than sorry. Rode my bike down from like 55th Street, like 40 blocks. And honestly, biking is sometimes my favorite part of the day. Get the damn electric city bike if you're gonna be city biking. It's the best. Grocery shopping in New York City is a fine art, if you're unaware. It's like perfectly timed. When you go, I didn't go during rush hour and there's still a 40-person line, but at Trader Joe's specifically, the line is always wrapped throughout the entire store. It was like the first bout of culture shock I got when moving to the city was literally going to Trader Joe's. I was like, how does one survive this? Then you have to figure out your favorite grocery store, getting it home. Me and the cashier had like a 10-minute conversation about like evenly weighing out the bags on both sides so that you like don't break your arms while walking home. And then you can't overshop because if you overshop, you can't get it back. Got the basics, little spinach, brown rice, coffee, red onion, cucumber, avocados, carrots, sweet potatoes. Some macro bars because I'm obsessed. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, tzatziki, this a little pre-cooked chicken. My guilty pleasure are these like knockoff Takis. Hello, I'm back. I put on different shorts because I was getting toasty. I'm excited for this next step. I'm gonna be changing out some of my colder weather clothing for some summer space, which I'm excited about. I already like switched out a lot of my like very heavy coats and whatnot and kind of like tried to tuck them in different crevices throughout my apartment. But there's still a lot of stuff where it's just too hot. Like it's too hot to wear most of my jeans. It's too hot to wear a lot like any of my sweaters these days. So in my closet, there's this shelf. I realized that my laundry basket is like the perfect size and shape to go on top of that shelf. So I bought a new laundry basket and I think I'm gonna just like kind of pack in a bunch of clothing into my old laundry basket and just store it up there for now. Could use a little bit more space, so let's get to it. Hello, it's journaling time. I put on a little makeup. I did my hair so I feel like a human. And I was looking through my journal and I have not journaled in like 3 weeks. So that's when you know my life's going a bit askew. So I really wanted to take some time today to just let myself process and journal and just kind of like let everything that's stewing up in here get out on paper. I love the artist way approach, especially where they do like the morning pages, which I think is really cool. Or it's just like letting yourself write, usually first thing in the morning, whatever comes to your head, like stream of consciousness. So I think I might do that for a page or two. And then I want to journal a little bit more specifically about like what I want this summer to look like. I know for myself it's hard to go too far in advance. I like just to like think about a month or 2 or 3 at a time. Any longer than that, I'm like, I don't know what the world holds. Kind of journal on things that I'm like grateful for, things that I want to change, things that I want to keep in my life, things I want to get out of my life. Finally, I've like come to the point where I'm like, okay, the world is kind of going back to normal, which means I can't live day by day anymore, which was very freeing for someone like me who's a futuristic thinker and is a 3 on the Enneagram, 3 and 4. So I just kind of like, I am such a future-oriented person, but at the same time, it like stresses me out so much. Like I wish I was better at just being like, I'm in the present, it is what it is, but in reality, I'm always like kind of worried about the future. And like I'm turning 25 in 6 months, so I want to think about that. It's like officially my mid-20s, even though I'm like, not fair, I entered the pandemic at 23. Just coming out of it, 25. I'm like, that's rude, but alas, here we are. I think that's a fun age. I'm excited for my mid-20s as well. I think too, any like negative thought patterns I find myself in, I'm trying to like kind of take note of when my mind goes there, whether it's like negative self-talk or comparison. Take those and then kind of come up with an opposite framework. If I'm having negative self-talk, like let me find something affirming to say. Let me just kind of ruminate on certain like affirmations that kind of combat those things that would normally be really tough. So let's journal. Like dinner time. So I think I'm gonna take some time, make myself a nice little meal. I think I'm gonna make veggie spring rolls, so just nice and like healthy and refreshing and light. And maybe put on a little TV show while I cook, or like a podcast or book. So that always, for one, makes cooking more enjoyable and is a very just like calming, soothing process. I've like finally gotten to that point. Whenever friends would be like, oh yeah, I like cook to like, you know, calm myself down after a long day. I'm like, you're literally insane. But I'm starting to understand it now more, if I can like really enjoy the process. I made my own little nut sauce, chopped up all the veggies, and then I have rice paper. It's super easy. You literally just dip it in a little bit of water. The only like a container I have big enough is a pan, so we're going with that.